As a business owner, one of the most overpowered things you can do for your business is to make YouTube content. And actually, I found that there are 3 kinds of videos that will attract your dream clients and make it much easier for you to close them. So in this video, we are going to be going over what the 3 types are, the specific purpose for each, and I'm going to give you examples of videos that you can make today. Hey, if this is our first time meeting, my name is Jimmy. I helped this channel grow to 30,000 subscribers and over 4 million long form views. And now I help business owners leverage YouTube to grow their businesses. All right, so we are inside the presentation right now. So to understand the 3 types of videos that we're going to be making, we need to understand this fundamentally. Now, I'd like to think if you run a business or if you have any experience with marketing, you probably know what this is. You're probably somewhat familiar with it. This is, of course, the marketing funnel. But what I've realized is your YouTube channel can actually operate in kind of the same way. So here's our YouTube funnel. Patent pending, by the way. So we have awareness, then we have consideration, and then we have conversion, and that leads to money, which you want more of, and you want to use YouTube to do it. So we are going to talk about and break down what these 3 different kinds of videos are and how you can use it. All right, so jumping into the very first one, we have top of the funnel or awareness. So the problem when you are on YouTube and you're very first starting out is no one knows who you are or what you do. And you know what the solution is? You make them know who you are. They will remember your name. All right, so that was a little bit aggressive, but the purpose of the top of the funnel content is to get the most people possible to discover your content. Now, these are going to need to be the right kind of people, but we'll talk about how to handle that later. So here's how we actually do it. So there's going to be 3 kinds of top of the funnel content. So the first is content that is targeted towards beginners. Here's a couple examples of that. So first we have Iman Ghazi, who made the video Best Online Business to Start as a Beginner in 2024, talking about how he can make $2,500 per week. This has 9.2 million views. And I think the reason why these videos are so effective is because there's a lot of beginners on YouTube and they're looking for this kind of content. And I think that's one of the reasons why it did so well. Now, I will point out that it says 2024 here, but it also says 2 years ago. So something's not adding up because I'm recording this in 2024 and that's impossible. But nevertheless, he made a video towards beginners, got 9 million views. And then over here we have Ali Abdal, who made the simple how to invest for beginners. And again, 9.2 million views, and that's partially because there are just so many people who are interested in it, but they're at that beginner level. And then not only do beginners make up kind of a huge portion of the YouTube traffic, but it's also an easy onboard for people who aren't necessarily ready to buy your thing, but they're interested in your subject overall. Now, number 2 is broadly appealing topics. Got a couple of examples of that. So we got Mark Tilbury, after I read 40 books on money, here's what will make you rich. 3.2 million views, not bad. And then we have Ali Abdal's 9 passive income ideas, how I make $27,000 per week, 13 million views. So for this, you want to focus on the desired outcome of a large audience. And broadly speaking, there are 3 different kind of categories for this. So you have health, wealth, and relationships. So if you can help people improve their health, wellness, or relationships, then you will have a much easier time kind of creating an audience around that. So in the middle of the funnel content, one way you can do it is you can talk about the impressive results that you've got. Because these guys did exactly that. They became millionaires, they did really impressive things, so you can share those and then more people would be interested in them. Now, it is important to note, you don't want to talk about specific problems. You want to keep this kind of high level and broadly appealing so more people will be interested in it. Now, the third one is called trend jacking, and I've seen that this can be super effective. So we had this video 4 months ago, 5.6 million views, 30 years of business knowledge in 2 hours and 26 minutes. So not only did this video do well, but where trend jacking comes in is people have made their own variations of this video where they use kind of the title structure of it to do their own. But the basic idea is you want to find outliers that are working either inside your niche or outside your niche, and then you want to make content around it. Now, once you've found these outliers and you find a format that works, you can actually make more of it. Now, I found this example that's honestly pretty funny. Alex Hormozi found a format that was really working, so he made a few variations of it. So we have here brutally honest advice to build your confidence, brutally honest advice to my younger, poorer self, brutally honest advice for broke people, brutally honest advice for men to win in their 20s. So he found a format that worked, and then I think he actually went back and changed some of his old titles and thumbnails to match this because he saw that it was working. All right, so that is top of the funnel. Now we're gonna move on to middle of the funnel or consideration. Now there's a couple benefits to making middle of the funnel content. Now, if you have a business, one of the best things that it can do for you is it can actually nurture your prospects until they're ready to buy. When someone finds you online for the first time, they're probably not ready to buy your thing, but through your YouTube videos, through a library of YouTube videos, you can actually get someone to know, like, and trust you before they ever speak to you. And then on top of that, you're also able through these videos to show your expertise, that you're able to do the thing, you're able to get results, and it kind of frames you as an authority. Also, as you're producing these videos and you're giving away free value to your audience, that's going to produce a lot of goodwill in them, and then they are going to be more likely to buy your thing as well. And last, we have overcome objections before a sales call. Imagine if someone hopped on a sales call with you, but before they did that, they had all of their questions, all of their objections overcome through your YouTube videos. So if you have a common objection that a lot of people say, make a YouTube video about it so then they can watch it, and then that will already be handled by the time they hop on a call with you. For the middle of the funnel content, there are 3 types that we're going to go over. So the first one is how to get desired outcome. So we have a couple examples of this. So we have how to close 3K copywriting clients without experience. And then we have Ali Abdal, if I started a YouTube channel in 2024, I'd do this. So these are a little bit different, but what they do is they help the audience get closer to what they actually want. So in the first example, the audience wanted to make money through copywriting, so the guy was showing people how to actually get clients. And then Ali Abdal, in his video, he was giving you a roadmap of all the way from starting on YouTube to becoming successful. He was saying, hey, here's exactly what I would do, and showing you the process on how you can copy him as well. So when you help your audience get to where they want to go before they ever work with you, that does a great job of showing your expertise, showing that you can get them to it, and it also frames you as an authority. Number 2 is solution to pain points / problems. A couple examples: how to stop wasting your life, avoid these 5 things. So for a lot of people, they struggle, that's kind of the pain point for them, is wasting their life. And then this video is the solution to that. Then we have why 98% of YouTube videos don't get views. So if you're in the spot where your YouTube videos aren't getting views and you're frustrated by that, and that's your pain point, this video comes in as a solution to that. In these videos, you want to empathize with their pain and then help them overcome it. Because as Alex Hormozi says, the more that you can show that you understand their problem, the more they believe that you can actually solve them. And the third type is answering common questions. Like in the YouTube world, one of the biggest questions people get is, what camera do I need to buy? What gear do I need to buy? So Think Media made the video answering exactly that question. And then if you're trying to get into email marketing, you're probably wondering, what software do I need to use to get started? So this guy makes an honest comparison of all the different softwares and then gives his recommendation on which you should be using. Now, time for the bottom of the funnel. And this is kind of the secret sauce if you use it right, because making this kind of content will actually make it much easier for you to close clients. That's because the purpose of these is to make the audience believe that working with you will be 1, enjoyable, but 2, also provide real results. So there's 2 types of bottom of the funnel content that I want to look at. The first is case studies. We have an example here. Eamon, if you're watching this, excellent video, by the way. And so what Eamon is doing is he showed how he took a client from $54,000 a month to $426,000 a month in 4 months. And basically with these videos, you want to show either results that you've gotten for yourself, results that you've gotten for clients, and then also bonus points if you can show how you got those results for the clients. And what this does is it increases your audience perceived likelihood of success in your product or service, because if you've shown, hey, we've got this result for this other person and here's exactly how we did it, then they are much more likely to believe that you can do the same for them. And the last one, which is super overpowered if you use a lot of them, are client interviews. So here's an example where basically you're interviewing your client and they're sharing a little bit of their experience working with you, results they got, things like that. And in these interviews, you want to talk about what the client's life / results were before your service, their experience working with you, what problems it solved for them. Then you want to talk about their life after using your solution, and then the results that they got. And I think these are so effective because you actually get to hear from clients, hear their experience, hear where they were before, what they were struggling with, and then how they overcame it through your solution. This is like the ultimate form of social proof. All right, so now that you have an idea of what content to make, the next question most business owners have that are trying to grow on YouTube is, how do I actually script my videos? Like, do I use a word for word script? Do I use bullet points? Should I tell people to subscribe? By the way, if you're enjoying this content, feel free to subscribe. Well, I found that there's a super simple scripting formula that will save you time and it keeps people watching your videos. If you want to learn about that, you can watch it here.